Good morning, students. I hope you all are fine and taking good care of your health, and hope you all are doing your work nicely. I welcome you all in today's English grammar session. Today's topic is past tense. You all have learnt in previous video about tense. Tense divided into three parts: present tense, past tense and future tense. First of all, what is the definition of tense? As I say, first a question arises in our mind: what is tense? What is the definition of tense? Actually, we play game with the verb in tense. Definition of tense is: tense shows the time of happening of any action. As I have said, tense is divided into three parts, that is present tense, past tense and future tense. In previous video, you have learnt about present tense. See, here I would like to say about three different situations: present time, past time and future time. Take one example here. I am teaching. I am telling about the action is going in present. If I say I taught, action is over. That is past tense. I will teach. Action will take place in future. In previous video, you all have learnt about four types of present tense. Today's topic, as I have said, past tense. So in this session, we will study about forms of past tense. I am going to show you here what are the four forms of past tense and what is the definition of past tense. Past tense. Past tense stands for past or yesterday, the time, past. It is used in a sentence to indicate that the action happened in the time that has already passed. As I have written here, it is used in a sentence to indicate that the action happened in the time that has already passed. Past tense also is classified into four parts: simple past tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense, past perfect continuous tense. One by one, we will study about definition of these all four types of tenses with grammatical structure and example. Types of past tense. Simple past tense. It is used to express action that took place sometime in the past and are over now. These actions might have occurred at some moment or might have taken a period of time, but they don't have any connection with the present time. Some examples: I talked to him on phone yesterday. Ravi scored 40 runs. These all are the examples of simple past tense. Now we will see some rules to frame a sentence in a correct simple past tense, that is, or you can say in another way, grammatical structure of the simple past tense is subject, V2 form of the verb and object. Here also I have taken some examples to prove how we can frame easily sentences in simple past tense. I learnt English. I is subject, learnt is V2 form of the verb, and English is object. One more example. They cooked food. They is subject, cooked is V2 form of the verb, and food is object. This grammatical structure you must keep in your mind. It will help you to frame a correct sentence in simple past tense. Second type of past tense is past continuous tense. What is the definition of past continuous tense? It is used to express an action which was in continuation at a point of time in the past. For example, he was reading a book. The students were listening songs on the radio. To frame a correct form of the sentence in past continuous tense, we have to see the grammatical structure, or you can say in another way, that is the rules. So what is the grammatical structure, or you can say the rules is subject plus was, were, plus V4 form of the verb plus object. According to this grammatical structure, I have taken two more examples. Here, I was learning English. They were playing cricket. Here you see I is subject, was according to the grammatical structure, learning is the V4 form of the verb, and English is object. They is subject, were according to the grammatical structure, playing is V4 form of the verb, and cricket is object. Here you must keep one more point, that when do we use was, when do we use were. Actually, was is used with singular subjects and were is used with plural subjects. You must keep these 2 points in your mind while framing sentences in past continuous tense. Now third is past perfect tense. Third one is past perfect tense. What is the past perfect tense? This tense describes an action completed before a certain moment in the past. This is the definition of past perfect tense. For example, they had played a match. We had studied. The match had started when we reached the stadium. Grammatical structure also we have to see to use the sentence in correct form in the past perfect tense. What is the grammatical structure here? Subject plus had plus V3 form of the verb plus object. Some examples according to the grammatical structure I have taken here also. I had learnt English. I is subject, had, V3 form of the verb is learnt, object is English. She had cooked food. She is subject, had, V3 form of the verb is cooked, and food is object. This is the grammatical structure of past perfect tense that you must keep in your mind while framing in a correct form, or when you convert into present to past, past to future. In that case, you have to keep this grammatical structure in your mind. Fourth is past perfect continuous tense. It is used to express an action that began before a certain point in the past and continued up to some time, but it hasn't got any effect at the time of speaking. For example, they had been preparing for their daughter's wedding. We had been studying. These two examples of past perfect continuous tense. Now I am showing you grammatical structure of past perfect continuous tense. What is the grammatical structure? Subject plus had been plus V4 form of the verb plus object. This is the grammatical structure of past perfect continuous tense. Let's see example here. I had been learning English. So I is subject, had been according to grammatical structure. Learning is V4 form of the verb and English is object here. One more example I am taking for you. They had been playing cricket. They is subject, had been according to grammatical structure. Playing is V4 form of the verb and cricket is object. This is the grammatical structure. So this much we have studied all four types of past tense with definition and examples and structure also we have done. So now let's do recap of all four types of past tense with structure.
Now note down the structures of all four types of past tense. The structure of simple past tense is subject plus V2 form of the verb plus object. The structure of past continuous tense is subject plus was word plus V4 form of the verb plus object. The structure of past perfect tense is subject plus had plus V3 form of the verb plus object. The structure of past perfect continuous tense is subject plus had been plus V4 form of the verb plus object.
Let's do some exercises. First exercise I have given you, identify the types of past tense. I would like to say one thing here, that you have to pick out the verb first. As I have taught you right now all the four different types of structure of each and every types of past tense. So according to the grammatical structure only you can easily identify which type of past tense. Okay, so first of all you find out the verb and form of the verb, and if you have in your mind all the structure of all the four different types of past tense, you can easily identify what type of past tense is this. So what is the first here? We were playing cricket at 3 o'clock. So what is the verb here? That is verb and playing. You recall the grammatical structure, was and were we use in the past continuous tense and V4 form is playing. So this is the past continuous tense. In next, number 2, father had gone out. You recall grammatical structure again, in which tense we use had, and this is the V3 form of the verb. So this is past perfect tense. Next, number 3 is I had been waiting for the bus since 8 o'clock. What is the verb here? First of all, pickard verb, that is action verb is waiting and it is in V4 form, and according to the grammatical structure had been we use for past perfect continuous tense. So this is past perfect continuous tense. Number 4 is we stayed in Goa for 2 weeks. Stayed, this is the V2 form of the verb. So this is simple past tense. Next, number 5th is Jasmine was doing homework. Grammatical structure, was and doing according to past continuous tense. So this is past continuous tense. Till here, with the help of only form of verbs, you can easily identify which type of past tense. As I have said, in tense only we play game with the verbs. Where do we use V1 form, V2 form, V3, V4, V5? You all have studied about the forms of verbs. So you have to learn for the past tense with the definition, grammatical structure and examples. And we will study about future tense after half yearly exam. That's all for today's session. Thank you.